problems here with the broadcast. Just bear with me, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. It's not really going in a nice manner, unfortunately. So, as I said, there seems to be some broadcast problems, and I'm grappling with it right now. So, I'm going to continue this broadcast. I don't know as to how effective it would be, but okay. So, once again, since this broadcast went away, I just wanted to say that this particular match which I'm talking about right now, Dushmanta Chamira, who terrorized the New Zealand batsmen yesterday by getting them all out for 237, with picking up a 5-wicket bag. In fact, let's have a look at the scorecard here. Just looking at the scorecard, as you know, Sri Lanka made 292, and New Zealand, as I said, they were rocked yesterday by Dushmanta Chamira, who collected his maiden 5-wicket haul in Test cricket. I mean, this was a tremendous exhibition of pace bowling, I thought, from Dushmanta Chamira. And what he did is he decided to really use the bouncer. And what we have seen in this particular Test match in Sutton Park in Hamilton, aggression has been met with aggression. And that's what, one has a feeling that New Zealand has decided to, come into this match with all their guns blazing, because first they attacked with the bat, and then some aggressive bowling seen seen from Sri Lankan pace bowlers. Normally, as you know, Sri Lanka, after the exit of Lasith Malinga, probably spinners were the ones who would probably might have been more effective. But here we saw on this pitch, which was definitely aiding the pace bowlers, Dushmanta Chamira picked up his maiden 5-wicket haul, and look at the way he picked up. Let's talk about his wickets that he did. So this was New Zealand all out for 237 in reply to Sri Lanka's 292, and look at the damage that Chamira created. He forced Latham to hook. He was caught by Karunaratne for 28. Kane Williamson, the man, was tempted to hook the ball. Lakman took the catch. Chamira was the bowler. Ross Taylor was made to fend at a delivery from Chamira for not. And then McCallum was kept absolutely quiet by Dushmanta Chamira, and McCallum was absolutely scratching for 18. And as I said, Dushmanta Chamira was an absolute fire. He was really hurling the ball like thunderbolts, and he was bowling at 145 clicks in a very consistent manner, as Brendan McCallum, a batsman, was absolutely terrorized because he was bowling the ball at the ribs. He was making the batsman, in fact, was bowling more than 2 or 3 bouncers and over, and he was really testing the New Zealand batsman. And finally, all his wickets, if you see, the majority of the wickets has gone to the bouncer. Brendan McCallum made 18. After that, we saw a brief revival coming in from Santner, who made 38, Watling making 28, Bracewell was not out 35, and finally he went with a 5-wicket haul. He's made in 5-wicket haul. He also used the short ball to get rid of Tim South and Neil Wagner in the end, and he saw to it that Sri Lanka would take the lead with some brilliant bowling. As I said, he's made in 5-wicket haul, and he has definitely made an announcement in international cricket, according to me, Chamira, and that too with some serious pace bowling, one could say. I would call this absolutely serious pace bowling from Dushmanta Chamira. He bowled, he was all fire and brimstone, aiming the ball at the ribs, making the batsman fend, and he was bowling lifters in a consistent manner. 13 overs, 3 maidens, 47 runs and 5 wickets his returns. Tremendous pace bowling exhibition there from Dushmanta Chamira. And then Sri Lanka, with that lead that they had, that was today. So now I'm talking about today's play, where Sri Lanka, with that lead that they had, they took a lead of I think it was 54 runs. Yes, it was 54 runs lead. Let me see. I'm just trying to calculate that. I think it is 44. Yeah, it's almost a 40 or 54 runs lead. I would say 54 runs lead was taken by Sri Lanka, and with that, today Sri Lanka came into bat, and their openers did a wonderful job of putting 71 runs for the first wicket. In fact, Sri Lanka already had that lead, and at lunch they were really sailing smoothly at 70 with a score on 71, and they were looking pretty good. When Karunaratne was playing well, Kushal Mendis was stroking the ball freely and fluently, even though the New Zealand bowlers were testing them with some short stuff, trying to give the dose of the own of the medicine that Dushmantha Chamira had served to New Zealand, and things were really going pretty well for Sri Lanka with Karunaratne and Mendis at the crease. But after that, things definitely started happening. After lunchtime, this Sri Lankan innings totally went into disarray with after all the hard work, and then it all started. The first wicket to go was Karunaratne. He was caught by Saudi at the bowling of Bracewell for 27 with one boundary, and then we saw Jayasundara coming in, and Bracewell claimed him by getting him caught by Watling for a knot. Then we saw the exit of Dinesh Chandimal for 4. Angelo Matthews was out for 2, and then Srivardhan offered some resistance with 26. He was out to the bowling of Wagner, and it was Wagner Saudi. The spoils were shared, but the only man who could not get the wicket was Trent Boult. And this was a pathetic performance, I thought, from Sri Lanka, because after gaining the initiative, taking the lead, and adding 70 runs for the first wicket, 71 to be precise, the innings of Sri Lanka totally collapsed for another. We will say that 71 was the score. So you can say that in another not even 70 runs, the whole Sri Lankan innings came to an end, and they were all out for 133, thus setting New Zealand a target of 189 runs to win. And this is only the third day at Chatham Park in Hamilton in the second test match. And Srivardhan made 26, a very attacking 26 of 18 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes. Vittanage also decided to play aggressively by slamming Wagner for a 6, but probably with the tailenders for company, Vittanage tried to hit Wagner once again by moving away from his wicket, and that was on. He was gone, taken by Bracewell. And then Rangana Herath, in fact, played on to his stumps of Saudi for naught. Chamira was run out for 2, Lakmal not out 1, and in the end, it was all over for Sri Lanka. From 71 for no loss, can you believe it? Sri Lankan innings came to a halt at 133. They were all out for 133, and as I said, Trent Boult was the only bowler to miss out, who could not get a wicket. 7 overs, 1 minute, none for 30. But look at Tim Southee, bowled superbly. And as I said, in fact, New Zealand also decided that they will be serving some short stuff at the Lankan batsmen, and that definitely was the antidote, I suppose. And it was done very well by the New Zealand bowlers, I thought. Tim Southee, 12.3 overs, 2 maidens, 26 runs and 4 wickets. Neil Wagner bowling with aggression, 9 overs, 2 maidens, 40 runs and 3 wickets. Bracewell, 8 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 31, and the Lankan innings ended. Now, as I'm talking to you right now, New Zealand was set a target of 189 runs for victory, and right now I see that New Zealand are really struggling. In fact, Chamira is once again on fire. In fact, first he fired out Tom Latham by bowling a short delivery. He hooked it, and Pradeep at the deep took the catch. He was gone for 4, and then Martin Guptill, as I described, it was a short ball on the middle stump. Guptill went onto the back foot, the ball lobbed high in the air, and he was gone. So definitely some serious pace coming in from Dushmantha Chamira, and Dushmantha Chamira has now taken 7 wickets in this particular match, and he is the one who has really transformed this particular match and brought some real life into the match here, with Kane Williamson right now not out on 6 with 1-4, and Taylor not out 2. So a huge responsibility on the shoulders of these two batsmen, and it's going to be interesting. In fact, Chamira is right now in operations. He's operating right now, and he has bowled 3.1 overs, no maiden, 7 runs and 2 wickets. So Dushmantha Chamira setting the Seddon Park Hamilton on real fire. First and 76 runs to win the match. We are just on the third day, and I think this is going to be interesting. This is going to be real interesting. It could, for me, I would say the match could go either way now, because 2 wickets already claimed by Dushmantha Chamira, and he is bowling in fact in a superb manner. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep you going. I will be showing you some update. I will be giving you some update here. I know this broadcast is not really going well. It's a stop starter thing which is going, but this is not something that I have any control over. So I hope you understand, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. But I'm trying my best here because this broadcast is not really going in a nice manner right now. But all that I could do is I could just try. And as I'm talking to you, as I said, I'm going to keep this going just because this match is getting as exciting as one could ever get it to be at Sutton Park in Hamilton. As I'm talking to you, the score has moved to 18-2, and as said, Dushmanta Chamira is bowling superbly. In fact, he's ramping up the pace. He's bowling a lot of bouncers with which he actually picked up the wicket. So in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do here, I'm also going to take you to some cricket news. As you know, India is touring Australia. India is touring Australia in the month of December and the New Year, and they're going to play a set of T20s and one-day internationals